Today we're going to be analyzing Gyomei Himejima, the Rock Hashira and the strongest Hashira of the 9 present in the Demon Slayer manga. This goes without saying, but spoiler warning for anyone who has not yet read the Demon Slayer manga. We'll be discussing events that have not yet happened in the anime, so here's your chance to swipe off the video. Gyomei first appears in chapter 46 of the manga and season 1 episode 22 of the anime during the Hashira meeting at the Abuya Shiki mansion. He's depicted as the largest Hashira, standing 7'2" and shows nothing but pity to a nihilistic degree towards Tanjiro, claiming that Tanjiro should have never been born if he was destined to face the hardship of his sister becoming a demon. However, this isn't the only time we see the peace-preaching Gyomei have such a harsh judgment of children. During the Hashira training arc, upon complimenting Tanjiro for prioritizing the lives of the villagers during the Sword Village arc over the life of his own sister, Tanjiro retorts that he is undeserving of that compliment, for it was Nezuko who made the decision for him. Hearing Tanjiro reject the compliment, Gyomei then states that most children are too naive to be honest. They lie easily and are casually cruel and selfish, noting that Tanjiro is different than this expectation. However, when Gyomei's backstory is revealed, we get a better understanding as to why his judgment of the adolescent is so harsh. In his life before becoming a demon slayer, Gyomei was a foster parent who took in war orphans, providing them food and a place to live. He grew very close to them, treating them like younger siblings. However, one night, one of the orphans snuck out despite Gyomei forbidding anyone from leaving the house alone during the evening. This orphan ended up running into a demon and out of fear bargained the lives of the rest of the children and Gyomei in exchange for his own survival. The orphan was Kaigaku Inadama, the former apprentice of Jigoro Kuwajima and sibling student to Zenitsu Agatsuma, later becoming the replacement Upper Moon 6 going by just Kaigaku. Agreeing to Kaigaku's proposal, the demon follows him back to the house, where without hesitation the demon slaughters most of the orphans. Reacting as fast as he could, Gyomei pins the demon down to the ground, where for hours on end he smashes the demon's head with his bare fists until morning, causing the demon to die from exposure to the sun. Unfortunately, only one of the children survived, the youngest child, Sayo. Being only 4 years old and confused about what had happened that night, Sayo mistakenly claims to the police that it was Gyomei who had murdered all the children that night, and being the only witness, Sayo's words were taken as fact and Gyomei was sentenced to death, despite being the only reason she survived. Luckily, Gyomei's sentence was dropped due to an intervention from Kagaya Ubuya Shiki, where he would then go on to become a demon slayer. However, the lack of trust and paranoia of others he gained through his prosecution would be a trait that followed Gyomei for the remainder of his life. We see subtle examples of this through his examination and analysis of each of his fellow Hashira and that of Tanjiro, where he judges their character as a means of predicting how they'll act in certain circumstances. However, he judges each of these characters as trustworthy and does everything in his power to protect them. During the Sunrise Countdown arc, injured and fatigued, Gyomei sacrifices his life to restrain a fleeing Muzan long enough for Tanjiro to finally defeat the Demon King. And in his final moments, Gyomei displays how willingly he'd sacrifice his life for those truly deserving of his trust.